I would like to dedicate this episode of Pipebomb to the students and staff of Assumption College High School. They have experienced a lockdown on May 6, 2014, and I have graduated there last year. And before that, 4 years there was the greatest of my life, and I do not regret saying that. It's been a great experience from thick and thin, and my thoughts and prayers are with you guys right now, as of this moment. So, this episode is a tribute to everyone at Assumption that I know. And on we go with another episode of Pipe Bomb. And in this episode, I'm going to be talking about relationships. Now, this episode is going to be addressed to people that are about to go into a relationship, people that are already in a relationship, and people that are just coming out of relationships. Now, as for me, I am now single, but I'm not looking for anyone else. I don't know why I said that, but I just said it to state the real facts about life. Now I'm going to start talking to the people that are already in relationships out there. First of all, I would like to say, at least you found a soulmate of yours. I'm glad that you're happy, so everlasting happiness to whoever you're with. And then there is the truth that you gotta receive, and here is the 100% truth starting now. Not all relationships are perfect. Now I understand you would do all that you can to make yourself look perfect for your special someone, but to everyone else, not all relationships are perfect. As long as you're happy, that's good. But however, there's gonna be some things along the way. Now, first of all, when it comes to relationships, it's about compromises and sacrifices. Sometimes you can't do that all the time. Sometimes you gotta let things go and, make it work. First of all, I'm gonna start talking about the flaws of the relationships, things that could weaken the relationship or sever it completely, and I'm going to start doing that right now. First thing I'm going to talk about is surroundings, and when I mean surroundings, I mean people, whether it could be friends, family members, or etc. And I'm going to start off by telling you this. There's a lot of things that people should not know about your relationship. There are some things that, you can't say about the relationship, and there's some things you can't say about it. Well, if you mix those together, you're just basically telling everybody your business about how the relationship. You can't tell everybody everything about your relationship. If you do, there's going to be people that are going to be coming back for more information about how your relationship is, and I'm telling you to stay away from this as much as you can. Try to keep it brief and keep it simple. And you know what? There's always going to be people that are going to think negative about relationships. Whether it could be family members or friends or what have you, they always seem to think that when they get themselves involved in the relationship and tell you about all these things, they're thinking that they're doing what is best for you guys. And I'm going to keep it 100 with you right now. For those people out there that are, getting into other people's relationships, my best advice I could give you is back off. Because the way I see it, it's only two people that are in a relationship, and you gotta let them figure things out. The people in the relationship I'm talking about. Incidentally, it reminds me of a quote that, I always go by, and here it is. The people that should have a thought and say in a relationship should be only the people in the relationship. Okay, and if you're worried about all these people about getting into your business and whatnot, trying to downplay your relationship or downplay someone that you love, my best advice that I could give you at this moment is, keep your relationship under wraps. Keep it private. It's between two people anyway regarding the relationship. And you know what? Eventually, family and friends will try to claw the details out of you of what are you doing at this moment right now. So, you know what? Eventually, the relationship is about two people. And to those people out there that may not like the relationship that they're seeing between two people right now, well, that's life. You can't fight love. I mean, between those two people, between the couple, they're fighting for what they believe in, and that is love, and they won't stop fighting for it until the war is over. Well, not war, I apologize to use that term, but they are fighting for what they believe in. They are loving what they care about and what they believe in, and in reality, you shouldn't be in their business. Because I know some people out there that, get into other people's relationships, but let me tell you right now, it's the truth, it's the painful truth. Some people don't want to see others in relationships, but that's their own fantasy. And when you see people people together. You can do all you can to downplay it, but in reality, they're together, and that's the bottom line. So here's my thing. Some people may or may not like your relationship, but you know what? That's the painful truth they gotta take. They need to get out of their own fantasy and get into reality. The reality is, you guys are together. You guys are expressing everlasting happiness between the both of you. That's great. And you know what? For those people, once again, that are just trying to get into people's relationships, try to sever it or something, try to force their way up and everything, let me tell you something. This is the generation where it's all about trial and error. I mean, you see people get pregnant more and more all the time or have one-night stands. Regardless, whatever it may be, it's about trial and error. You gotta let the people that are in a relationship deal with matters in their own hands. You gotta let them go through the heartaches and the good times of a relationship. You know, some things they might get some good out of it, and there's some things that they might get some bad out of it. Probably the bad case being breaking up. And you know, sometimes breaking up is for the best at that moment. I mean, maybe or maybe not, you know, people may get back together within certain circumstances. But you know, at the time, if you break up, maybe it's for the best. Maybe it's the time where, you know, you could gather all your stuff together, you know, listen to yourself, and ask yourself, what's going on next? What is next in my life? So, like I said, it's about trial and error, and should you break up, you know, forbid that. It's all about trial and error, the bottom line. So, and I know I'm going to throw myself into the fire for this, but I know this certain person is watching, and if you are, you know, I hope, you know, amends can be made very soon, because this situation right now is a conflict of interest. That person knows who that person is, so bottom line, I'm going to recap what I just said. Not all relationships are perfect. You can do all you can, but just make sure you don't get a lot of people into your relationship. They don't need a lot. They don't need a lot of information from your relationship. You got to keep it brief, you got to keep it simple, but don't tell them so much information that they're going to come back for more. And you know, there's going to be some naysayers about the relationship. So what? Friends or family, they got to understand that you're happy. And you know, if you want to avoid all the situations where people are going to gossip about you, because we all know how gossip spreads like wildfire, or if you don't want people, you know, interrupting or intervening in your relationship, just keep it private. Just keep it private. Keep it between you guys, and make sure you guys are happy. Just keep it away from everyone else. Keep it private. So that's all I gotta say. And you know, for the people that are in relationships, again, happy for you. I'm proud of you. Just keep up all the everlasting happiness. Happiness to you guys. For the people that are about to go in a relationship, I hope you take all the advice that I have given within the last few minutes, and to everyone else, and you know, take it into consideration, because relationships will have flaws, and at the end, should you break up, forbid, it's a two-way street. The blame can't be pinned on one person. It's a two-way street, and that's where the flaws come from. And for the people that are just coming out of a relationship, you know, through a messy breakup or whatnot, you know, keep your head up. There's still people along the way, and you know what? You'll find yourself someone special. I mean, I believe that, and you know, you got to move on. You got to be like Frozen. Hard to say. I mean, I have no interest in that movie, but if there's one thing that it taught me in all that I heard about it, you got to let it go. You got to move on. So, take those facts into consideration. I am Aaron Sanders. Pipe bomb.